Shaka, we had a lot of questions, as always, for Extra Time. I think this may be a first in which the majority, we're talking 80-90%, had one question, and it was for you.
Why?
Is he now the greatest of all time?
I'll be happy to have that discussion with you, Dan,
When he gets back.
when the time is right.
What does this mean? Shaka, you could just say yes and end it all. You could just end it all for this time. And then you never have to worry about it again.
I thought the question was...
Why do I want to end it? I'm having far too much fun here.
I thought the question was, why did you change your pick?
That too.
After match day one.
Oh, man. Jules,
I said my pick stayed.
this might be a stupid question.
Uh-oh, here we go.
But even from a French perspective, could you be happy for Messi?
I have to say, it took when Montiel scored that penalty, it took me a while to get over it and digest it. And even when we were doing the show with Gab outside the stadium, it was a bit tough. But I think you realize quickly, and Shaka would be the same, that you've witnessed history. And to be fair, history was made here in Doha, the Lusail Stadium tonight. It was amazing to be part of it, even if I was completely heartbroken. But it doesn't matter in the sense that if you look at the bigger picture, and this France team will have another go in 4 years' time, and Kylian will have another chance, and maybe another one after that, and another one after that, and same for the younger one, Colomwani, etc. But we saw maybe the greatest of all time finally lifting that trophy, and to just be there watching it and be the privilege that we had to be in that stadium with 80,000 people, where millions around the world were just watching and were envious of us of being in that stadium. To be there and see Messi in Argentina and those incredible fans, of course it felt special. I was not happy, but you could realize and acknowledge how special it was. Yeah.
Okay, let me just say to that, it really was a privilege, because I thought Messi was absolutely outstanding, not just for his goals, but his general play all around, how he controlled Argentina. And then kind of building up to this final, I was having a discussion with one of our producers here, Mo, and he was saying that he feels that Messi deserves it. And I'm like, and my response is, you don't deserve to win a World Cup, you earn that. But I have to say, after the game, leaving the stadium, as I'm walking away, and I'm thinking he deserved that. Absolutely, everything he gave to football, everything about that performance was deserving. It really was.
Does it make him the greatest of all time?
I have no more arguments. I have nothing else to hang on to other than an emotional connection with my childhood and Diego Maradona. And I'm willing, as painful as it is, I'm willing to let go of that connection. I'm willing to let go of my childhood and say, I can no longer put an argument. I can no longer deny Lionel Messi what he has achieved in cold, hard numbers, in cold, hard facts, cannot be denied anymore. He is, in my estimation, the best player I've ever seen.
Oh, he's the best player I've ever seen. I mean, I saw a bit of Maradona. It's hard because, you know, Maradona's lifestyle, which is his problem, was his problem during his playing days. It was also how he was used, and he was used, particularly when he went to Naples. And also the lack of protection of the 80s in particular, 70s and 80s. He was the 80s. And you just need to go back and look at some of the video of the challenges. Not to say that Messi hasn't had it, but he certainly has had it easier as the game has progressed and modernised, and it's been a lot of protection around the players, and rightly so. But you look at 7 Ballon d'Ors, how many Champions League, La Liga trophies, nobody's matching that. And then you look at, I mean, he saved the scruffiest goal he's ever scored, probably, to the World Cup final. Not only did it just manage to trundle over the line, it was his right foot. So, for all the, I mean, it is hard to argue when you've watched him play the magical moments that this guy's had. There's not a dozen. No. There's probably 50, 100, maybe hundreds. So I don't think there is too much debate.
Frank, I know you hate this question, so let me kind of rephrase it slightly for you. You've got to be happy for him today, haven't you, from a professional point of view?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's part of history, and you want that to, for Messi, you want that to end up in a nice way. Unfortunately, it's against France, but you have to be happy for the player that he is, and he has been for the past more than 15 years. But to answer to the greatest of all time, I just want to say that because I'm always thinking about Pelé. I barely saw him playing, but when somebody won the World Cup 3 times, only played in Brazil because he only played for Santos, couldn't get the Ballon d'Or because the Ballon d'Or was only given to European players at the time. I think you have to take everything into consideration. Craig was talking about the protection that the players have now, where you didn't have that. Pelé was injured in '66 in England for the World Cup with an outrageous tackle from I don't remember who. So it's a different time, different generation, different football, different views. Of course, Messi has to be considered as one of the greatest, but because of no medicals, no physical preparation, not really professional, what achieved Pelé, I think he has to be, for me, described as the greatest of all time, for sure.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.